It's quite a hard feeling if you really dwell in pain. Light gave me by reflections, looking at myself in the broken mirror. Almost got drawn by my own tears for many years. Been through a whole lot, said a prayer, oh Lord, regardless. Hey, yo, welcome to the channel for my Premier League predictions. Game week 15. Game week 14 was an incredible week, and I had spot on predictions. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bell. Anytime I release a video, you may be one of the first people to be notified. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into the game week 15 predictions. Begin in the game week 15 predictions. The first game is between Wolves versus Burnley. Wolves in game week 14 lost 2-1 to Arsenal, and Burnley in this season, this was their second win. They won against Sheffield United by 5-0, which was unpredictable. And going to that game, I predicted Burnley to win, but not with this huge goals margin. So going to this game week 15, I'm predicting Wolves to beat Burnley by 2-1. Wolves to Burnley 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Luton Town versus Arsenal. Going to this game, everybody think like because Arsenal is on top of the table, going to this game will be a walkover. They are just going to score Luton Town. But to me, I think this is a different ball game altogether. And going to this game, it's a very difficult game for Arsenal. And going to this game, I can predict a narrow win if Arsenal is going to win. But I can see a draw, but if Aston is going to win this game, it's going to be either a 2-1, which will be a last-minute win for Arsenal. But going to this game, my prediction is Luton Town 1, Arsenal 2. So moving on to the next game is between Brighton versus Brentford. In game week 14, Brighton lost against Chelsea by 3-2, and Brentford also won against Luton Town by 3-1, which was a spot-on prediction for me. So going to this game week 15, Brighton versus Brentford, I see this game to be a draw game, and I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Brighton 2, Brentford 2. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. In game week 14, Fulham lost to Liverpool, and Nottingham Forest also lost to Everton. So going into this game in game week 15, I think it's a tough game for both sides. And to predict, I'm predicting a narrow win for Fulham. Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Yes, so moving on to the next game is between Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Crystal Palace in game week 14, they drew 1-1 with West Ham United, and Bournemouth also drew 2-2 with Aston Villa. Going into this game in game week 15, I think it's a tough game for both sides, but I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 2, Bournemouth 1. Moving on to the next game is between Sheffield United against Liverpool. Sheffield United in game week 14, they lost 5-0 against Burnley, and Liverpool also do a last-minute comeback and won by 4-3 against Fulham. Going to this game in game week 15, I'm predicting Liverpool to win this game, and I'm predicting not less than 3 goals. I'm predicting Liverpool 4, Sheffield United 0. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Aston Villa versus Manchester City. This game is coming on at the Villa Park. In game week 14, Aston Villa drew 2-2 with Bournemouth, and Man City also drew 3-3 with Tottenham Hotspurs. Going to this game in game week 15, this will be a tough game for both sides, and I'm predicting a high-scoring game, but a narrow win. I'm predicting a 3-2 win for Man City. City 3, Aston Villa 2. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Manchester United versus Chelsea. This is the game of the week in Premier League game week 15. Going to this game, Manchester United in game week 14, they lost 1-0 against Newcastle United, and Chelsea won by 3-2 against Brighton. Going to this game, it's a tough game for both clubs, and we all know Chelsea perform against the top 6 opponent, and going to this game against Man United, I don't think Man United at the moment are in their right sense and they can get results out of this game. Going to this game, I'm predicting Chelsea to win by 2-1. Chelsea 2, Man United 1. And moving on to the next game is between Everton versus Newcastle United. Everton in game week 14, they won by 1-0 against Nottingham Forest, and Newcastle also won by 1-0 against Manchester United. Going to this game in game week 15 is a tough game, and I'm predicting a narrow win for Everton. Everton 1, Newcastle United 0. Yes, and moving on to the last game in game week 15 is between Tottenham Hotspurs versus West Ham United. This is a London derby. And going to this game, in game week 14, West Ham United drew 1-1 with Crystal Palace, and Tottenham Hotspur also drew 3-3 with Manchester City. But going to this game, it's a tough game for both clubs, and I'm predicting a narrow win for Tottenham. Despite it will be a high goal scoring game, I'm predicting a 3-2 win for Tottenham. Tottenham 3, West Ham United 2. So guys, these are my predictions for Premier League game week 15. If you're new and subscribe to the channel, show me love. My like target for this video is 100 likes. Game week 14, I got spot ons, and this game week 2, I'm getting spot ons. Subscribe, show me love, comment your predictions at the comment section. Till we meet in another video, enjoy your midweek games. Bye bye for now.
This song is dedicated to all Chelsea fans. Up Chelsea, Blues for life. In neither good or bad, cause you don't be like this for past. I will never leave my club. I will never. You just dey waste your time, hey, to mock my club. Even if in Chelsea lose, we no mind, cause we go be Blues for life.